that's that money talk. That's that money talk. Got a lot of fans, a lot of haters, we just let them talk. Cause them never faces to the paper. What you talking about? The earth will really shaking with this craters that we throwing out, yeah. Came up in the game and gave it mouth to mouth.
What is up, you guys? It's your boy T-Russ back with another video, and today is the start of the NBA Finals. It is the start of the NBA Finals, and it's been a long road, and I've been wrong 1,000 plus 1,000 times. I've been wrong so many times, and I'm trying. Like, it's very hard because these teams are so unpredictable. They're so unpredictable, you know? And I've been trying to take some long shots and trying to give some teams some chances, but ultimately I've failed at that. But but today starts the NBA Finals, and the Raptors, man, they had a long road here. It looked like they wouldn't be here at least twice. You had 4 bounces in Kawhi's buzzer beater against the 76ers to win Game 7. 4 bounces. And then you had them losing Game 1 and Game 2, and then barely squeaking it out in Game 3 against the Bucks. And I'm gonna be honest, after Game 1 and Game 2 and even Game 3, because it was like it took so much to win that game, I said it's over for the Raptors. They're gonna lose 4-1. It took so much. But nonetheless, the Raptors showed up. They showed up, and now they are in their first ever finals. And ultimately, they learned how to stop Giannis. I'm not gonna say, for the time being, they learned how to stop Giannis, because to me this reminds me of the 2011 Mavericks in the finals against LeBron. LeBron had a terrible series to his standard. Giannis had a terrible series to his standard. They still put together some great games, but to their standards, they had, absolutely terrible series. And it was because of the coaching adjustments made. Nick Nurse it was awesome. It was like the Mavericks, they went to a 2-3 against LeBron, and Nick Nurse, he just figured out a way to stop Giannis, and I don't know what he did. Honestly, don't know what he did. Maybe Drake was a part of that game plan, but Giannis was shook. He was shook, and it was like, wow, and you could tell because it was he airballed 2 free throws in one game. You just don't do that. And you could tell that, that's why I said maybe Drake was part of gameplay, because you could tell maybe Drake was getting to his head a little bit. He was getting on his nerves, and it worked out for him. It worked out. And maybe Drake plays a part into this series as well. I think if he does, the Warriors have a lot of players that have a lot more soft skin. Like KD, he'll react real easily to something Drake says, or Draymond Green. Those are the guys that will react real easily to what or even Boogie, if he plays as well. Those are guys that will react really easily to what Drake says. Like Giannis, I feel like he's a very humble guy, and he's very composed. So he was just playing the game of basketball. But Kevin Durant, Draymond Green, they're known for getting these technicals. Boogie Cousins, they're known for getting these technicals and letting people get in their head. Like Kevin Durant earlier this playoffs, Patrick Beverley was getting into his head, and both of them got ejected. And to me, the Clippers won that ejection, because who would you rather lose, Patrick Beverley or KD? They don't have the same, they're not at the same level. So Patrick Beverley did what he was supposed to do. You know what I'm saying? And they ended up going 7 games with those guys. So, yeah, I feel like those guys have some soft skin. Drake can get in their head pretty easily. And then, yeah, like I said, Nick Nurse, great coaching, bro. Great coaching. And then, so now we're here. And Toronto, I believe, has home court advantage. I believe they have home court advantage. And then that's crazy in itself. But they got to get 1 and 2 at home. And today, we're going to predict what they're going to get. So, the Raptors, I think they're going to lose this series. Even though I want them to win so bad. But they're so inconsistent. And, you know, maybe it seemed like they figured things out, you know, those 4 games against the Bucks. But it's a whole different series now. You know, you can't do the same thing you were doing against the Bucks, against this team. Because they have so many different weapons, different pieces of talent, and, you know, a way higher rate of shooters than the Bucks do, you know? So you can't play them the same way. And, you know, you can't put Kawhi on one of the superstars like you did against the Bucks, because those guys run around the court, you know, all 24 seconds of the shot clock. So, you know, for Kawhi, you have to be inhuman for him to guard someone who runs around the court 24 seconds of the shot clock and also do all the scoring on the other side of the ball. It's almost impossible. So it's going to be really tough for them. And I say they're going to lose. They're probably going to lose 4-1. You know, I feel like they'll get games 1 or 2 at home because they have some momentum going on their side and the crowd behind them. And so they're going to win game 1 or 2. But after that, I feel like it's over. For them. And like I said, I think this is going to go 5 games. And yeah. I just don't see if their role players are consistent and did what they did against the Bucks, then they will have a great chance. They will have a beautiful chance at winning this series. Like Fred VanVleet, Kyle Lowry, Pascal Siakam, Marc Gasol. If those guys can show up, bro, it's gonna be a great series. It's definitely gonna be a great series, you know. And I want them to win so bad, and I know Drake does, and I know everybody in that country does, because this is the first time. This is the first time you're here. And you gotta get it done. It almost feels like you gotta get it done. And you know, basically, that's all for this video, you know. I just want to tell you all who I thought was going to win in this series. And to me, I can't go against the Warriors this time around, you know. I had them against the Clippers. Then I had them getting beaten 7 by the Rockets. Then I had them getting beaten 7 by Portland. But now, I say they end this at 5. That's the dynasty over there, and they're showing it. So, you know, make sure y'all tune into that tonight. And I'll see you for another one. Smash that like button, comment, subscribe, and share with everybody you know. And like I said, I'll see you for another one. So, peace.